Jokic are down low together. Harris and Porter Jr. fill out the wings, and it's Murray in at the point. And for Houston, Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Christian Wood out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
You know, B.A., every rookie is different in terms of their adapting to the NBA. There's a grace period that we apply to rookies. Usually after about 25 to 30 games, you can get an accurate sense and feel for what this rookie is. Are they ready to be a solid contributor and make an impact? Or do they need more time to develop and down the road be the player that you envision them to be?
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Harden with it. Wood, a screen on Harris. Harden, the pass to Wall. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Murray. And he buries his first look.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior. Well, you think about James Harden, and he's been fantastic throughout his career, but particularly the last 3 years. And I think he's been a bit of a polarizing figure in the league because of his style of play or his sly knack for drawing fouls and getting the benefit of the doubt on calls. You know, many have been rather outspoken and even on occasion mean-spirited with their criticism. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Gordon outside. Wall finds Gordon. 6 to shoot. Harden can't hit. Clark, you're talking about the ISO-heavy style. Some would say it hurts team chemistry.
Well, you know, it's funny. Back in the day, going way back in the day, not so much vitriol for big men isolating in the post. For some reason, doing it on the perimeter is viewed a little differently. I think part of it is that it's a lot of dribbling and people standing around, and for some, the purists in the game, that can be a little distasteful. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Millsap with it. Picked up by Tucker. Murray. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to John Wall.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot. Well, you combine Murray's willingness to run around and continue to hunt his shot coming off screens, and it's a natural, comfortable fit alongside the passing wizardry of Jokic.
And, you know, Murray can also operate as the primary ball handler. So, Clark, on a different team where the ball runs through him, you think he is better or worse?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I think he probably would put up bigger numbers, but I don't know if that would be conducive to efficient and winning basketball. I think his game is well suited to this style.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Here's Morris. Rockets with a rebound. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Harden. The shot off that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. This game following their win against the Rockets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Sinks the tray.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Jokic. He had 19 points in the win against Houston.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Here's Gordon. the take. And Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Jokic. And that one's good.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Morris passes to Jokic. Here's Barton, defended by Gordon. Out to the right wing. From the right block, Jokic's shot is good. Jokic has got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Murray against Harden. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Rockets on top, leading by 8. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed his team's approach each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality, next man up mentality, and just keep each other alive. We got to, like I said, bring that energy, bring that enthusiasm that we always have.
Sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got Daniel House, James Harden out there with John Wall. Then it's Ben McLemore, and it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. With the drive. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
PJ Tucker at 6'5" is more than willing to hold it down at center. He said, so what? It's basketball. I've done it my whole life. It doesn't matter. People ask me why I play so hard. I don't have a choice. That's what I've got to do, period. Just holding it down no matter what.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Dozier. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. From downtown, on target from range. Well, Grant, you won 2 titles at Duke. Now, there used to be a sense that Duke players didn't translate to the NBA, but you helped change all that, and that's certainly not the case anymore.
You know, B.A., it is incredible to see the amount of players in today's game who've come from Duke and are doing fantastic. I mean, I think it really started with Kyrie Irving as the first pick in the draft in 2011. And in the last 10 years, the number of players who've come in and made an impact right away, players like Jason Tatum, last year's most improved Brandon Ingram, of course, Zion Williamson, everyone's favorite rookie from last year. So there's a lot of talent in the NBA, and Duke is certainly well represented. It's fun to see.
So it's Denver now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Bowl. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Off the mark there with a 3. Houston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Now here's Harden. Pounded by Harris. Harden with a bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect. Boy, James Harden, I mean, he has been the league leader in free throws made for 6 seasons running. You know, when it comes to drawing fouls, he's made it a scientific endeavor.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Now here's Cousins. He's closely guarded. Pass to Wall. Now Harden. Pounded by Harris. Cousins can't hit. At this present pace, James Harden this season could move into first place all time for career free throws made per game. Let me throw some names at you, Clark. Jumping ahead of Jerry West and Bob Pettit.
Wow. Bob Pettit often gets overlooked when the great players in the game are talked about, but those numbers indicate his greatness anyway. Man, I tell you, another mark he could get, BA, someday. The single season record for made free throws. That number is 840, set by Jerry West back in 1966.
Pass to Dozier. Here's Bull. Back to Porter. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Porter's got 6.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Harden. No good on the shot. Oh, great D that time from Harris. Here's Dozier. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. Pass to Wall. Here's House. Out left to the wing. Outside Harden. Here he goes. And Harden with the slam.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Outside Porter. He's off on that one.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top, up 11. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
And so far, the Beard has owned the game. He's getting to his spots. He's just going to work. Tough shot maker, shooting them right in your face. The defense has not been able to stop him.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the court for Denver, Murray and Harris pair to make the backcourt. Porter Jr. and Millsap at the forward positions. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Harden. 14 points for him. Wall finds Harden. Wood, a screen on Harris.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under him.
Wood against Jokic. And the dunk by by Jokic.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Harden. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And there it is for him.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Up top, Millsap. Back to Murray, to the paint. Here's Jokic. Millsap. Great positioning on the putback.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Harden. 19 points in the game. The kick out to Wall. Over Murray. Wall, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Gordon against Porter. Outside Harden. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, you played on many iconic teams during your career. What was your time with the 7 seconds or less Suns like?
Ooh, that was a blast, B.A. Up and down the court, a lot of offense. Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Mike D'Antoni. What a fun system to play in, really. And it helped revolutionize the game. The game transitioned to now more up-tempo, fast break, spread the floor, shoot a lot of three-pointers. The way that Phoenix Suns team played that 7 seconds or less basketball is what you're seeing now in today's NBA.
The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Barton. Goes back up. And he lays it in. Barton's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Harden with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. And that one drops. Wood's got his second bucket of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Boy, Will Barton is a live body who can score from everywhere. I mean, this guy is just high energy and is a really effective offensive player. Gives that team a lot of punch offensively.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. Out to the right wing. Driving to the basket, and then Harden with the jam.
It doesn't really matter if you body Harden up. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
You know, Clark, a major key for Barton has been his growth as a perimeter shooter, something he struggled with to start his career.
And it's a credit to him, B.A., that he found out what he needed to do to get better as a perimeter shooter. And he said it started with his legs. He needed to get a better base so he could get more power into his shot from the ground up. And sometimes that's all it takes, a simple tweak like that to unlock more efficiency.
So for the Rockets, Cousins comes in for Wood, and McLemore subbed in for Harden. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The league resumed this season with a reduction in revenue, approximately 40% of which usually comes from gate revenues and attendance. That's required compromises from all of the stakeholders. And as eager as everyone is for the return to normality, it's a process and a painful one for the league's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Allie. Thank you. And here's Jokic outside. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
For 3, Gordon drains the triple. Gordon's got 5 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 13. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McLemore. Misses the three. Denver has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Back to Morris. Inside. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
For three, Gordon. And that's not gonna go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets ahead, leading by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got John Wall, Christian Wood out there with Daniel House. Then it's Ben McLemore, and it's Cousins in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Morris outside. Barton, the pass to Morris. For 3. Kept alive. Jokic can't get it to fall. Houston has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's House. That 3's off the mark. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting pretty well at 45%. Stripped away. It's 2-on-1. Lets it go. Wall, no good. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The drive by Jokic. The layup misses. The Rockets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Wall. Into the lane. Over Morris. From 13 feet, down it goes. And the Rockets lead by 13. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. And the layup falls.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Houston calls timeout. Well, Grant, I'm more of a paint-by-numbers guy, but among your interest is real art. What sparked your interest in that area?
BA, my parents were collectors. Obviously, I started to collect in college, and then when my budget changed when I became an NBA ball player, I was able to enhance my collection. But it's been great, and one of the sort of outside-the-box hobbies that I've enjoyed. And when you look at the NBA now, there's plenty of athletes doing things that are sort of outside the box. So it's so gratifying to watch these young men continue to pursue interest outside of the game of basketball.
The Grant Gallery coming soon to you.
Ah, I like that.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Porter, down low. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Millsap finds Harris. And the 3 off target. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Harden against Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
Now here's Murray. A nice shot by Millsap.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Wood, a screen on Harris. And here's Millsap. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Cousins with it. He's against Millsap. Cousins can't hit.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Pass to Murray. Jokic with it. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's long. For Houston, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Rockets.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
The lead now cut to single digits.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Wood outside. To the middle. Cousins gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Murray, no good. Harden against Jokic. Now Harden. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business.